So I'm here with episode 2 of RANTAMANIA. I got my list right here. I got 6 things on the list. Actually 5. This is how I'm gonna do it from now on. I'll usually rant about. I'm gonna pick like 5 or 6 things and rant about them for about 2 or 2.5 minutes. So I'm trying to get like a maybe 12-13 minute video for these Rantamania things. Somewhere, in between 12 to 13 minutes would be an ideal time. But whatever, between 10 and 15 minutes, as long as it stays between that, it's fine. So, like, any questions you want to ask me, I will also address them in Rantamania. So if you want to ask me, like, who my favorite wrestler is right now, or any shit, even if it's not about wrestling, because I will answer questions during this Rantamania shit too. So let's get started out here. The first thing on the list is the Cena Veterans Day promo. Now Cena cut this promo on Veterans Day on Monday Night Raw, the first part of the show, and he's thanking the troops. That you couldn't see his face, or they were like showing the veterans, and they were showing just like in Iraq or whatever. And all you could hear was his voice, and he's just talking like he loves the guys, and I bet he does. I mean, who doesn't love fucking army guys? But it's like, all they do is put him on breast cancer. Fucking army guys. And it's ironic that they put him with the breast cancer shit, because he himself is a cancer to WWE and its fans. So, I mean, this is just another effort to make John Cena look like the nicest guy in the world. And it's not necessary, alright? A good wrestler isn't judged by how much he cares for fucking army guys or breast cancer. Yeah, it's great if you support army. You should. You should already support them. You don't need to fucking go on WWE and say it. Just everything they do before the shows. Like, they do tributes to Martin Luther King. They do tributes to everything, when they have a holiday on Monday. Just so they could look like they're a friendly PG company that never does any bad controversial shit. I'm not saying it's bad or anything to do that shit, but it's just for business purposes and to make money. It's not for, just to be nice. Everything they do is for money. Vince McMahon said himself, everything I do is for money. And that's just fucking stupid, I think. I think sometimes when you have $1 billion fucking dollars, you should at least give something back to your fans who helped you get that money. Even if you lose $1,000 or some shit like that, or maybe not 1,000. Even if you lose like a couple, a good chunk of money, it's like, well, you gotta feel good about yourself, even if you gave a little back to your fans and shit. So Cena, they're just trying to make him look good, and nobody likes him still, as you could tell by the reaction he got on Monday Night Raw. Next thing, Kassius Ohno got released on Friday, I think it was, from WWE, because they didn't really release the reason, but a couple months ago, I think, for sure, I just don't know how long it was, I think it was like 2 months ago, he got like punished because he wasn't following the workout regimen or the routine. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Kassius Ohno knows what's best for Kassius Ohno, not fucking Triple H telling him what to do. I've used this analogy before with the catcher and the pitcher. Kassius Ohno is the pitcher. Triple H and the developmental guys, whatever, they're the catcher. The catcher recommends shit for the pitcher to do. He calls the pitches, fastball, changeup, curveball. He puts it on the fucking fingers. Then the pitcher takes into account his recommendation, and he decides what to throw from there. Now, a lot of times the pitcher will take the catcher's recommendation, but sometimes he'll shake him off and tell him no. And now we have a occurrence here where Triple H is a catcher, and he's telling fucking Kassius Ohno what to throw, and Kassius Ohno can't shake him off if he doesn't agree with it. So it's like, Kassius Ohno knows what he's doing. He's a successful wrestler. He's been praised by many people like CM Punk for his work. So I haven't really watched him wrestle, but from what I've been hearing about this guy, Chris Hero, he's also known as in the indies, he's a good wrestler. So I don't get why they released him. I've been listening to a lot of people talk about how good this guy is. I've seen him in CM Punk's DVD for like a couple seconds, like them wrestling, and he looked pretty good. So But whatever. He'll be very successful in the Indies. So, but this is just another little case of WWE not liking fucking small guys. Their philosophy is huge guys, big guys. Yes, like what? Get the fuck out of here already. Next thing, Biggie Langston versus Curtis Axel was scheduled for main event on Wednesday, and I know not a lot of people watch main event. I don't. Sometimes I will watch it when I'm doing homework or shit. I'll like be just writing down shit, and I'll be like listening to it a little bit. But I'm not watching it. Like I don't know how good the matches are. And I saw like an article on Bleacher Report a month ago, like praising main event. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You think that shit is good? All the people who are on there are fucking jobbers. I saw fucking Hunico and Camacho were on there. Like I think it was last week or the week before. Hunico and Camacho. We haven't seen those fucking jobbers in like a fucking year. So this match was scheduled for main event. So you know the fans tune in to main event hoping to see Big E versus Curtis Axel. So they're probably hoping to see it. You know, they're probably watching the show, maybe tune in early to see the other earlier matches, and they're waiting for the main event, because this match would probably be the main event. It was for the IC title, by the way. So the main event comes, and I don't remember what the match was, but it wasn't Big E versus Axel, so this is just great. No explanation to it. They've done this many times before on main event. No fucking explanation at all. So they just fucking disrespect their fans. Treat them like fucking horseshit. It's like you gotta tell them. You know, they shouldn't even cancel the match in the first place. But if you do cancel the match, fine. Just fucking tell us why the match is canceled. I don't, you know, if somebody's injured or, it's like, tell us why it's canceled. Or at least mention that it is canceled. Mention that you fucking fucked up and made a mistake. WWE never admits to mistakes. Everything they do is perfect. They gotta admit that they do shit wrong. They gotta listen to their fans. And they gotta listen to criticism. They don't take any criticism whatsoever. Next one, I said in the Raw review I would talk about this one. Cena burying the Real Americans. Yeah, this is just great. You know, you got 2-on-1 match between Cena and the Real Americans, Swagger, and fucking Cesaro. Crowd booing Cena. You knew they would boo Cena. He never gets good reactions in fucking Manchester, England. And, you know, he comes out like the crowd is fucking cheering for him. I mean, you watch some of his entrances where he gets booed. You know, there's videos on YouTube of anti-Cena crowds and shit like that. But you watch some of his entrances. Like, I go on YouTube and watch some of his entrances, and he comes out, like, everybody's cheering him. He's like, this is so fun. It's like, they're booing you. It's not fucking fun. And the announcer's like, what a reaction for John Cena, when they're all booing him. So it's just another case of Cena being the fucking Superman of the company here. Two guys who were clearly getting more cheers than Cena on the fucking show. Yeah, that's great. You know, two people who they've been, like, jobbing out pretty much. They got one legitimate win against the Rhodes Bros, and they're fucking getting buried. And then you got Cena, who's supposed to be the main guy in the company, the top guy, the best guy, the most entertaining guy, getting booed every single fucking week when you go into a mature crowd. Yeah, only kids like him. That's pretty much it. And you got the Real Americans, who they're clearly cheering for, the heels. It's like, they could have given the Real Americans a win. A cheap win. A fucking not clean win. 2-on-1. They could have gave him like a fucking, you know, distraction win here. But no, they gotta fuck it up. They gotta make Cena go over the Real Americans. I thought the Real Americans might get the tag championships since they just beat the Rhodes Bros. But I guess not. I guess, you know, Cena, it's all about Cena. And he hasn't won a match, and he hasn't lost a match since he's came back. He's fucking buried everybody. Sandow, the Real Americans, you fucking name it. Then, to make it matters worse, Cesaro attacks him after the match. And, you know, then he just attacks Cesaro and buries him as well. And then during the match, remember, Swagger locked in an ankle lock on Cena. And Cena's face expression's fucking blank. It's not even, he doesn't even look like he's in fucking pain. Like, when Swagger will lock in the ankle lock on somebody, they'll tap out in 5 seconds, and their facial expression's like, oh, this hurts so much. But Cena's just got the blank fucking expression. Next one. And the last one. This is the last one for today. Bryan and the ratings. Now I read an article on Bleacher Report that the reason Bryan's push has been stopped is because of the ratings. I said this before. You can't take, especially a 3-hour show, you can't take a 3-hour show and say, well, when this guy's here, the ratings are higher. No, you can't fucking do that. They did that shit with The Rock and CM Punk. Well, when CM Punk was WWE champion, the ratings were 2.7, and when The Rock was here, the ratings were 3.0. Let me tell you something. Ratings don't mean fucking shit. Alright? You know, people will look at the ratings and they'll be like, oh, well, Raw got a 3.1 this week. That means it was a good show. Oh, this week, Raw got a 2.8. That means it was a bad show. No, it's what you think. Opinions. Don't let somebody else tell you what the fucking show quality was. Alright? You know, you get the pay-per-view. They didn't buy the pay-per-view. I'm sure if you asked the million people who bought the fucking SummerSlam, or how many people, I don't even fucking know. They would tell you that they bought it for maybe like their match that they were most looking forward to, or some shit like that. A lot of people would say Punk Lesnar. A lot of people would say Bryan Cena. You know, it's like there's fucking different things that people, you know, like during a 3-hour show, the show's not centered around one person. Like the one person's on all the fucking segments. There's a bunch of people. So ratings are not just a one single fucking person. Alright? And the Bryan Cena match is actually fucking good. If you go online, watch people's reviews. Sean's View Entertainment gives it 5 stars. I give it fucking, I forgot what I gave it. Probably like 3.75 stars. Other people in the fucking wrestling world, I'm sure they gave it, you know, I was listening to Bruce Blitz, the guy who just fucking hates Cena, and I don't like that. He gave it a good review. A lot of people gave it good reviews. So, and then, do you hear, is Vince McMahon fucking deaf? Do you fucking see the people in the crowd fucking chanting yes? No, obviously Vince McMahon does not. Or he just ignores them. So the whole fucking small thing, oh, if you're small, you can't be a champion. Yeah, you know, you gotta put Big Show in there. The Big Slow, a guy who hasn't wrestled a good match in fucking 10,000 years. A guy who moves like a fucking sloth in the ring. A guy who's fucking stale as shit, washed up as shit, fat as shit. Yeah, you gotta put him in there. It's like, come on. Can we get something more entertaining than a fucking 500-pound loser who has no charisma, has no wrestling skills, and has no fucking, you know, he doesn't deserve to be in the main event. The Big Slow, the big shit, the fucking just fucking everything up in the company. He's not over. People are saying, oh, Big Show's over as fuck. No, he's not. You know what's over? The fucking yes chant. They just want him to beat up Triple H. That's all it is. You know, he's chanting yes. He's stealing Bryan's chant. Whoever chants yes, they're gonna chant along with him. So it's, you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit here. Ratings don't mean shit. All right, they don't. If Raw's good, like 1 week, like it doesn't mean it's gonna get high ratings, especially if it's around a bad cluster of shows. I remember the Raw after the Royal Rumble, one of the worst Raws I have ever seen. January 28th, 2013. I will probably remember that date for a long time. Got 5 million viewers. The show fucking sucked. So ratings don't mean fucking shit. That's your RANTAMANIA. Again, tell me what to rant on. I would like to know your guys' opinions on what you want me to rant on. And also leave me questions, because if you leave me questions, I will answer them on RANTAMANIA. And I will leave time on RANTAMANIA for myself to answer them. So, there's your RANTAMANIA. Let me know what you found not good about this week's, or what you don't like in wrestling. Alright? There you go, people. There's your RANTAMANIA.